Today marks 6 months since Russia began the war in Ukraine. Seems to me like it's at stalemate at the moment. General Jack Keane with me now. If I'm right, it's stalemate. Where to from here?
Well, I don't think we're quite at the stalemate stage yet, Stuart, but there's been 3 distinct phases. The first one certainly was when Russia tried to topple the capital city, Kyiv, and certainly take down the government as well, and that failed miserably. And the Ukrainians obviously were able to prevent that from happening. They had the operational momentum and actually won phase 1. Phase 2, the Russians then reset completely, abandoned in the north other than aerial campaigns, and focused their ground attacks on the eastern portion of the Donbass region, something many of us who were observing this thought the Russians would do that from the beginning as opposed to going for the capital city. And it was because they narrowed the focus so much, Stuart, that they were able to achieve some success and take that eastern republic of Luhansk. And then they turned to the rest of the Donbass region, and because the casualties were so high, they have not been able to regain their operational momentum. And in a sense, the Russian offense has stalled. And what has taken place now is a different phase because the momentum has shifted to the Ukrainians here. And the reason is, as I indicated, Russia cannot generate forward movement, but the Ukrainians are trying to isolate Kherson Oblast, and the city itself have cut all the bridges, are squeezing the Russians in terms of their resupply, and much to most of us surprise, has been conducting some long-range attacks in the Crimea, which is where the major supply bases are that the Russians use to resupply the southern and eastern region. So the momentum has shifted to the Ukrainians. They're not going to toe-to-toe with the Russians in Kherson cities, what many of us expected them to do. They're concerned about casualties, so they're squeezing the Russians in terms of resupply and also conducting much smaller attacks, which means this counteroffensive could take a lot longer. And we don't know whether it's going to succeed or not. But right now, the momentum has shifted to the Ukrainians, and will hopefully they'll be successful here. What the Ukrainians are very concerned about, Stuart, if they're not successful, they think the support they've enjoyed from the Europeans and the United States in particular will begin to dry up.
Okay, real fast on this. Former Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu, he's warning of the consequences of rejoining the Iran nuke deal. Watch this.
Other countries in the Middle East will pursue nuclear weapons of their own. It will make the Middle East a powder keg, a nuclear powder keg. This is madness. This is the height of folly. Yeah. This should not be done.
All right, General, what do you think would happen if we revive the nuke deal?
No, absolutely. A windfall of hundreds of billions of dollars that the Iranians are going to use to buy tens of thousands of missiles to encroach on Israel, to do the same thing with their proxies, the Houthis in Yemen, their proxies in Syria, undermine Iraq. We've seen this play before. That's what they've done after the 2015 windfall of money that they received. And they're building ballistic missiles to deliver a nuclear weapon. It makes no sense. Madness, as the former prime minister is describing it, is a very accurate term to use. And yes, if this happens, we're on a pathway to a nuclear arms race in the Middle East, which is absolutely an international calamity.
And madness. General, always great. Thank you very much for joining us, sir.